Welcome to week 2 of Road to Sub 3, or fail trying. I am just back from a run. I did an easy 8k. Today is Monday, the 12th of January. The running streak is alive and well. It's windy and cold, but it's not as cold as it has been. I think the audio is probably horrible, so I'm gonna cut this here. We're gonna get right to work. We are just getting breakfast in. We are getting some Cocoa Pops and this little protein shot, 8 grams, plus this 25-gram yogurt because 8 grams is nothing. But add them two together, that is 33 grams. It was touch and go there if my maths was going to come through. And I've also got this little ginger kick because why the hell not? It's quite nice just having a shot in the morning. You just feel really healthy. So just finished a 8k easy run to kick off the week. My running streak is still intact and I'll probably knock that on the head at some point. I think honestly, if I want to run sub 3, I need rest. I would not recommend a streak for someone who's trying to run sub 3 or just improve their running, because actually the rest and recovery is really important. So why have I done the streak? Streaks are fucking addictive and I've got a highly addictive personality. It's actually been a massively positive thing and I'm really enjoying the journey, and ultimately I might not run sub 3, so what's the point in doing this just to run sub 3? Like, I want to fucking enjoy it. But yeah, it's probably getting close to where, like, if I'm bringing back in speed sessions, which I am, I'll need a bit more recovery and rest. So Strava stats, 8k, average pace of 608 because easy day, doesn't fucking matter what your pace is. Average heart rate 139. I did that in my Nike Vomeros, which are a 10mm heel drop shoe. And the reason I use those is because yesterday I wore my 4mm heel drop shoe, which are my Ultras, which I really like as well. But they will load up different parts of your body a little bit more. So the lower the heel drop is going to load up your calves, your Achilles, your feet more. The higher the heel drop, so 10 mil is really, really high, it's going to load up further up the chain, your hips, your knees, and your quads. So I just like to change heel drop in my shoes on easy days just to load up different areas. And I'm running every day and your calves take a bit of a beating. So whenever I switch to 10 mils, just gives that part of my body a little bit of a breather. Anyway, I'm going to dog this down. It is the 12th of January, 8:50. Good start to the week. Time to get this down and then get into some work. Cocoa Pops, I've already mentioned these. If there's any Americans watching, I fucking love American cereal. It is the GOAT. It's just the best. The American cinnamon squares. It's like £7 or £8 in these like stupid American candy shops in the UK. I actually might just start buying it in marathon prep because that stuff is just so good. I'm missing America. I'm missing American cereal. God bless America. Happy Tuesday, speed day. What am I having for breakfast? The exact same thing as yesterday. Keeping it simple, stupid. Let's get some lights on this. Whoa. Just keeping it simple. My breakfast will look like this, or it will look like overnight oats with some blueberries and protein powder. So yeah, I'm at this point where like I'm just building back in speed work and I'm a bit like, oh shit, speed's really tough. This is gonna push me. Ultimately, you gotta lean into the speed work and just embrace that it's gonna suck a little bit and you're gonna suffer and you're gonna get way more out of it. And ultimately, the most important things to become a faster runner. You gotta run faster. We will see how the session goes. Might wear some new shoes, might not. I will report back later today. Alright, YouTube, pre 1k test, ignore the mess. I'm gonna go do a 1k test and a speed session on the hills. My first time wearing Puma Deviate 3 Nitro Elite. It is the collaboration with Represent 247. Honestly, I think these are very, very sexy shoes. So, first time wearing them, let's see how we go. 1k test is always interesting to just see where that sort of top end speed is in relation to your 5k, and it can give you a pretty damn good indication of what you need to go and work on with your running. So I'm nervous because I'm gonna go fucking give it my all and it's gonna be painful, but you know what, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna smash it, bring it fucking on. It's lunchtime, big day of check-in, setting up one new client. January's been amazing so far work-wise. I cannot complain. I feel like every single year just got more people running on behalf of Onward at like these events like London, Manchester. Like every year it's just growth and it's really cool to see. It's very motivating. Spent all my life talking about marathon prep and training and stuff, so it's very good to also be living it and being able to really relate with my clients or where they're at. So yeah, gonna put on my heart rate monitor. That would have looked really weird. Putting a little bit of water in the sensors just helps you get the most accurate information. And like, to be honest, ever since I started wearing the heart rate monitor, I had to run a little bit easier, drop my pace, and yeah, my running's just got better from keeping the majority of it easy and then doing some really hard stuff like I am today. So it's doesn't necessarily need to be 80-20, but the majority of it should be easy. And if you look at any top level athlete within running, that's what they're doing. So there are no secrets. You just need to find a way to make that work for you. Find out where you're at, make the training specific to what you need to work on, and bridge the gap the closer you get to the event. Because there's no point doing stuff that's going to help your 5K when you're 2 weeks out from a marathon. All right, less waffle, more training. Let's go. Here is today's fit. Onward on the hat and top. 247 Puma 247 collab. Blacked out. Running has become a fashionable game. Pretty cool. 2 out of 6 hills done off the back of a 1K test in a whole world of pain. My ears are like ringing and everything here is so tight and sore. Feels like I'm breathing in blood. Not fun, but it will be worth it. Edinburgh is actually unreal. Right, let's finish this run. Also, if anyone is wondering, not only do I think these shoes are, incredibly sexy, they fucking run pretty well too. I'm freezing. It is Wednesday. I'm not sure if I've shown you this. Me and Mrs. O got a coffee machine for Christmas and it's fucking incredible. So I'm really enjoying making some good coffee in the morning. Well, it's good to me. I'm not sure if it's barista level yet, but I'm gonna do my own milk and stuff, and yeah, we're getting there. We're learning the trade bit by bit. Onward Cafe, that thing would blow up in Edinburgh. Today I'm doing some running biomechanics, which is just a fancy word for a running technique, with my coach. So I think I'll take you along for some of that. Another day of running. My legs feel really good after the speed. Like, obviously they feel worked, but versus how they would feel in the past, they feel so much better, and I can only attribute that to the volume I've been doing, which has been increased for me, but mainly easy. It's just been getting my body conditioned and used to running. Yeah, really excited to keep building after the 1K PB. Let's go get ourselves a fucking 5K, 10K, half marathon PB, and then run a sub-3 marathon. Coffee. Big up New York. Big up the Americans. Time to do the milk. All right, wish me luck. Oh, listen, it looks good when you put it in the cup. It's a foamy motherfucker. Here it is. Latte art. That was all foam. Right, I need to work on my milk. Peace. Okay, you might have just seen me run on the treadmill. The treadmill then crashed, so that was a failed technique session. We'll try and link back up and do that again later this week. So I've literally just finished up 5.5K easy, so a total of 7K easy today. Yeah, annoying when things don't go to plan, but it's actually okay. It's life. Fucking hell, it's just a run. Back home now, back to work. Running done for the day. I still need to train twice in the gym this week. It's Wednesday, so I've got time, but I should probably get that session in today if I can make that work. Yes. YouTube. So spent the last wee while preparing all of this. We have some gifts going out to the whole Onward team. We've still got some more to do, but essentially we changed logos and I want to get everyone in the new swag and just send them a little something to show them how much I appreciate them and get them flying in 2026. So yeah, this is the sort of stuff that like does take a little bit of time. It's a bit of a nightmare to put together sometimes, but it's always worth it. Ultimately, you do it because you just fucking care and you want people to feel that. So yeah, I've always done this and it's really nice. It's probably one of my favorite things is just like sending people random gifts. How good is it when you get a random gift? It's unbelievable. So if I can do that a couple times a year, I will fucking always endeavor to do that. Off to the post office now. Body's feeling pretty decent after speed the other day, which is a bit of a surprise. I think that's just the mileage is paid off and my body's a bit more used to running and logging the miles. So yeah, I'm pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna get this done, get back to more work and then have a nice evening with Mrs. O. It is Thursday, just getting some breakfast in, you know the drill. Protein yogurt, Cocoa Pops, because I'm going to be hitting the track in just over an hour, sort of 70-80 minutes. Would have got this in a little bit earlier, like 90 minutes. It's so marginal, it doesn't even matter, but just been in a bit of a flow of work. So gonna get this in, do some more work for an hour, and then take you to the track. That'll be my second speed session of the week. Albeit the first one wasn't lots of volume of speed. It was probably close to 3K, but it was very intense. So doing a 400 meter track session, absolute classic. And yeah, it'd be the first time in maybe ever I've done 2 speed sessions within the same week. Pretty pumped. Feel like volume's picking up, speed work's picking up. I hardly made any progress with my running last year after a London, and I just think I've got so much potential to get better. The more I keep doing what I'm doing, I think I will only get better. So bring it on. 2026, the year of sub 3, baby. The mecca of Edinburgh running. I'm gonna get warmed up 400 meters times 10, 60 seconds standing rest, I think. First track session I've done in a long time. I'm gonna say 6 months, maybe even more, maybe before London. So it's probably been 9 months since I've been at the track, which is absolutely wild. Okay, track session done. I'm just gonna cool down now and round up today's case to 10k in total. Track session was good. Track's fun, man. It's fun, but it's also really nice not having to worry about like bumping into people when you're sending it down the street. And I think the price of this track's a bit of a joke. £7, like I can pay it, but I just think like as far as, oh my god, voice broke. As far as like young people being able to come use the track, and like it was always a problem for me growing up trying to play football. Like we just weren't allowed to do anything, or you had to pay extortionate to like rent the pitch and stuff, and who's doing that? I think it's more of a shame on like grassroots stuff. Anyway, I averaged between, my best rep was like 3:35 maybe a bit slower, to like 3:50 or so for those 400 meters. So that was solid work. Yeah, 2 speed sessions done this week, getting the mileage in, excited to keep building on it. Feels like it's been a really good start to the journey to sub 3, and I'm just kind of treating it as a bit of an experiment. I don't know the formula. I don't know how it's going to happen for me. I'm working closely with my coach. He's got his ideas, I've got some ideas. We're collaborating well, and it's an experiment. If I do it, great. If I don't, I fucking love running, so I'm happy to go right back into another marathon prep, you know? Thinking positively, I can do it. I just keep showing up day by day like I am right now. It's only a matter of time. So onwards, let's see what the rest of the day has in store. Oh, YouTube. Gym finished. Got you sat up in the car. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Good 50 minutes in the gym. Full body session, which you will have seen. Really fucking looking after myself this Thursday. I'm now off to the sauna. Your unemployed friend on a Thursday. You know, the early mornings and the late nights, they have fucking paid off up until this point in this day, because what a fucking day this has been. Speed at the track, into the gym, into the sauna. I am unbelievably blessed, and I will have to work a little bit past 5 p.m. to, I don't know if account for it's the right word, but like part of me does feel a little bit guilty when I do this and like it's in the normal 9 to 5 working hours. Even though it's like bullshit, because I also work at like 7 a.m. a lot of the time. I don't exactly like give myself, how am I trying to say this? Even though I get up early, like I don't really give that probably the credits it's due when I do more work. But when I'm not doing enough work, or what it feels like enough work in like conventional times, I am a little bit negative with myself. I'm a bit like, oh, you're taking the piss. When I'm not. Fucking training. Yes, taking a few hours out of my day. Why not? I can do it. I've worked so hard for this freedom. I'm trying to enjoy it with that little voice in my head being like, you're taking the piss. You need to work a bit later tonight because you've been taking the piss. Such is life. You never get it right. I have got some food here because I've got like 10 minutes. 15 minutes till the sauna. I'll park up in like 5 minutes and finish this meal. I'll show you it because I got it from David Lloyd. Takeaway nasi goreng. It's pretty freaking good. And I think as I am trying to level up and hit some mental PBs this year, it's not just the fact I'm running more, I'm running harder, I'm running better. It's like everything. It's like my gym needs to be more consistent, needs to be a higher level. My nutrition and fueling needs to be a higher level. What you didn't see between the speed session and the gym was the fact I had a protein shake, a Squares bar. Shout out Squares, please send me some shit. And a Belvita. See the Belvita soft chip chocolate? Unbelievable. I think it's like a cookie. It's a poor man's cookie. You know, we're looking at probably 60, 70, 80 grams of carbs, 34 grams of protein, probably 12 fat, you know, between sessions. So getting the body refueled. I'm already finished that session. I'm straight into now having this meal. And I'll be honest, this is stuff I've always known. I've just been probably pretty poor to act on it. Whoa. I've just probably been pretty poor to act on it. And the camera is alive and well, people. The despite my hysterics. Fast fucking reactions, sub 3 reactions, baby. Let's go. Here is the poor man's nasi goreng. It's a bit destroyed by myself, but it's good, guys. I would recommend it. We are getting, this isn't turning into a full day of eating, is it? I think so. But we are getting about 65, 70 grams of carbs. Apparently we're getting 20 grams of fat and close to 30 grams of protein. I guess 2 eggs would be like 5 or 6 grams per egg, and then a chicken breast. So yeah, probably getting about 30 grams of protein. So we're eating good. We're training like a dog, eating like a dog. Let's go. This is Saltwater Sauna in Grantham. I love the sauna. I think it really helps with recovery. But ultimately, I don't actually do it for the recovery. And I think it's like a lot of things. It's like ice bath and, you know, do all this, do that for recovery. It's like, mate, okay, recovery is a pro. If you get that from it, great. Just fucking do things that you enjoy and that are good for you. And you're probably going to feel better for it. We don't need to geek out all the time and get right into the science. I think getting away from your phone for an hour, getting away from cameras and disconnecting and switching off, I think is a very good thing. So we're going to go do that now. Such a beautiful day as well, by the way. Look how still that is. Yeah. I like the colours, you know. YouTube. It has been a long Friday. I just finished an easy 5k run. Nearly didn't run for the first time, maybe second time during this like however long it's been streak. Kind of thinking I'll keep going to 50 days and then maybe I'll stop, and I feel like I'm within like 5 days of that. But anyway, got it done, feel better for it. Thought my body handled the speed session really well yesterday, and I think it did, but I definitely felt it the first couple of K on that run. So ultimately, as training starts to pick up, I probably will need more recovery days rather than running every single day. Yeah, my heart rate for a run that was just over 6 minutes per kilometer, 134 average heart rate, really low for me. You know, I would have said before this run streak and just running more, a heart rate like that would have been probably 144. So it's insane how quickly the body is starting to adapt and go in the right direction. Sub 3. Let's fucking go, baby. Happy Saturday morning. It is long run day. So hoping to get 22k in today, I would say. Half marathon, which is pretty cool because when I started running, like half marathon wasn't easy. Yeah. It wasn't easy. And now I can just go and run a half marathon for breakfast. Getting close to 8 a.m, then I'm going to hop in the car, going to go meet a client to run with. She is not going to feature in the vlog. We keep her anonymous, but she went from 3:38 to 3:27 from Chicago 2024 to Chicago Marathon 2025. And at her age, 3:27, it gets her good for age in like a lot of amazing events. So London Marathon is next for her, which is really, really exciting. And that's such a huge PB at her age. For anyone, it's a fucking huge PB. I love spending time with her because I want to be like her when I'm older. Yeah, I think her PB before that was like 3:34, and she'd maybe done that, let's say she'd done that 2022 or something. So for us to get such a big jump on her last year's performance, but also beat her PB by like, what's that, 7 minutes? Pretty fucking cool. And we've had a crisis in the household this morning. We ran out of coffee, so I made a coffee, and Mrs. O has sacrificed herself so I can have this coffee before my long run, which was really good of her. So I'm gonna enjoy this, get some quick carbs, and probably should tell you how I'm gonna fuel this run, just to give you a bit of an idea. So I'm running in like 45 minutes. I need very quick carbs. I could have got up early and done a proper breakfast, but I didn't because I'm only running half marathon, which is crazy to say, but I'm good. Like I ate well last night. I'm not gonna struggle, especially at an easy effort. So I'm gonna have a hot cross bun, 33 grams of carbs. I'm gonna have one of these with some butter and jam, maybe like a Squares bar or cereal bar, so I'm getting like 60-70 grams of carbs. And then on my run, we dip into the fueling cupboard of dreams. I'm gonna go neutral, SIS gel, and I'm just gonna throw in a couple of random ones. I'm gonna go for a neutral, a strawberry lime, and the electrolyte one. The electrolyte one I don't love, if I'm being honest, but I will need some electrolytes, so I will take it. I think this one's my favorite, the neutral one. Nice and simple. And I found these gels are the best from an ingredient standpoint, and they're also just like the most affordable. I used to take the Martin gels. If you've ever bought Martin gels, you know that your bank account never looks the same. I'm also gonna get better with hydration this year, so I'm gonna take this little strap-on holding Salomon bottle. Again, I just don't really like carrying water or wearing the vest and stuff, but it's something I know I need to get better at this year. 22k done. Probably an average pace of like 6:05, heart rate high 130s, 140 maybe. Easy. Nice run, took on some fuel, which I'm happy with. Quite liked holding the water bottle, which in the past I've not, so I've got that down a bit better. Body feels decent. My foot's a little bit sore, the foot I injured after London last year. I just need to be careful, and if I feel that tomorrow, I won't run. Tuning in to the body, getting some good easy long miles in, and now it's time to get some food with Mrs. O. Go and get a coffee, get some food in and refuel and enjoy the weekend. Feels good when you get your long run. I'm done on a Saturday. I'd much prefer it on a Saturday. Get it done and then you can chill out. Post run, little look about in Leaf, trying to find some coffee, some pastries, spending some quality time with my love, my girl, my number one fan, my number one supporter. Say hello.
Well, hi.
There's the fit, the boots and the hat. I'll show you my fit at some point. Oh, but Mrs. O said the other day that I wasn't very cool, so it really hurt my
I
feelings.
think it was your brother-in-law that told you not cool.
No, I asked you the other day, I was like, am I cool? And you were like, you're not.
He's not like Arc'teryx's hat, bleach blonde.
Not
That's
Arc'teryx.
cool.
Everyone's wearing that hat nowadays. Right.
You doing your little hoppy hops as well?
Okay, YouTube, we are just departing the gym. Second full body strength session of the week, hitting my target, which I'm very proud I showed up, but to keep it transparent, to keep it real, there's no way I would have trained today if it wasn't for Mrs. O. Shout out the love of my life. Behind every good man is a great woman. So shout out Mrs. O. I would not have trained. I was in a horrible mood, just pretty knackered. I'd spent large parts of the day working. That's fine in like little bits, but it's really not ideal for my mental health, if I'm honest, on a Sunday to be doing that, stressing myself out. So I'm very proud of how I've shown up. Got some good work done, got my strength session in. Have not ran today. First day I've not ran, but we're gonna get a 5k in because I checked. If I run today, it's been 49 days in a row. I'm not letting the 50 escape me. Ain't no way. We're getting that 50th run. So 6:30, we're gonna jump into the shops, get some dinner. I'll go and run. Mrs. O will be MVP as always, but get whatever we've got going. And that finishes this episode, this week of training on the mission towards sub 3. It's been a good one. Tune in next time because we're gonna be doing an event. It's gonna be so fucking exciting. Let's get some fireworks on the screen. And I'll see you next time. It's going to be good. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave any comments, do all that stuff that helps me, because I would love if this video got into my mum's group chat, because she's the number one fan out there watching, giving me all the views. And if it gets into her group chat, we've got at least 4 or 5 more views. So let's go. See you.